I had always kept this story buried deep within me, too afraid to share it with anyone due to the fear of being judged. But recently, my best friend and I, both now mothers to daughters, found ourselves discussing ways to educate our girls about safety as they enter their teenage years. It took us back to when we were 17, on a spring break trip to an isolated cabin in the woods. It was supposed to be a fun getaway, but it quickly turned into a nightmare. We had arrived at the cabin with a group of friends, including a few guys we had met through mutual connections. As the day progressed, something felt off. An eerie atmosphere surrounded the cabin as if it held a dark secret. One of the guys, Mike, stood out from the rest. He had a menacing presence, and his coldness sent shivers down our spines. As night fell, we found ourselves trapped within the confines of the cabin. Our phones had no signal, isolating us from the outside world. We tried to leave, but the others blocked our path, their faces twisted with wicked grins. Toying with our fear, they handed us drinks that tasted strange, unlike any alcohol we had ever consumed. The room began to spin, and our thoughts became hazy. Panic set in as we realized we had been drugged. We were at their mercy. In a desperate attempt to escape, we managed to separate ourselves from the group, slipping into the darkness of the surrounding woods. Fear fueled our every step as we stumbled through the dense undergrowth, the distant sounds of our pursuers growing faint. As we ran, we stumbled upon an old, dilapidated house hidden among the trees. It seemed like our only chance at finding refuge. With trembling hands, we pushed open the creaking door and stepped inside, hoping to find safety within those decaying walls. But what we discovered sent chills down our spines. The house was no ordinary dwelling. It was a haven of horrors. The walls were adorned with macabre paintings, depicting scenes of unimaginable terror. The air was heavy with an otherworldly presence, as if the house itself was alive with malevolence. Whispers echoed through the corridors, and shadows danced in the corners of our vision. Every step we took was met with the feeling of being watched. The house held secrets, dark, ancient secrets that threatened to consume us. As we delved deeper into the house's depths, we uncovered the truth. The cabin and its inhabitants were part of a sinister cult, performing unspeakable rituals to appease an ancient, malevolent entity. They sought to offer innocent souls as sacrifices to satisfy their wicked desires. Realizing the magnitude of our predicament, we knew we had to fight for our lives. With our maternal instincts kicking into overdrive, we drew upon every ounce of courage and strength we possessed. We would not let them take our lives or the lives of our daughters. A harrowing battle ensued, a clash between good and evil, as we confronted the cult's members one by one. It was a fight for survival, driven by the love we held for our children and the determination to protect them from the horrors that threatened to claim us. In the end, we emerged battered and scarred, but victorious. The house crumbled, and the cult's wicked plans shattered. We had faced unimaginable darkness and triumphed, forever scarred by the horrors we had witnessed. Now, as we look at our daughters, we see the innocence in their ease. We hold them close, vowing to shield them from the terrors that lurk in the shadows. We know that evil can manifest in the most unexpected places, and our duty as mothers is to protect them from the horrors that lie in wait.